Hello, hello, friends and family. We are really quickly going to jump into some fundamental financial education. And if you are viewing this later, go ahead and grab yourself a $20 bill. If you don't have a $20 bill, any denomination, paper currency is fine. That is, here in the United States, what you're going to see on that bill when you look at the top of whether it's a $5 bill, $10 bill, $20 bill, you're going to see the words Federal Reserve Note. Now, a note is a debt instrument, which means that that money is owed to somebody. So the way that that note and all paper currency, whether it's digital or not, comes into existence is by being borrowed from the United States government, from our central bank known as the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is not part of our government, it's not federal, and there's certainly no reserves. However, our government has themselves in a situation where all of our currency in circulation is borrowed from a private bank known as this Federal Reserve. When they borrow that money at interest. So where might you think the money comes from in order to pay the interest on that debt? So the US government borrows money from the Federal Reserve in order to have money in circulation, to have a functioning economy. Where does the money come from to pay the interest on that debt? And it's a bit of a trick question because the actual answer is that money doesn't exist. There is no money in addition to the principal that was borrowed. So that starts to get into the inclination as to why we have an inherently inflationary financial system. So that's why in 1970, a gallon of gas cost about 35 cents. Today, we're averaging about $4.50. Quite a while ago, we had loaves of bread costing a nickel. Now we've got $5, $6, $7 loaves of bread if you want the really good stuff. So here's another little visual as to the difference between sound money or hard money and what is now referred to as fiat currency. Okay? So for 5,000 years, the only thing that has ever been money has been gold and silver. Okay? That's sound money. That's money that cannot be manipulated by human beings. It has a fixed supply based on nature, okay? We used to be on a gold standard that pegged our US dollar to the price of gold at $35 an ounce. Okay, we went off the gold standard in 1971, and that's when fiat currency was born in this country, okay? So fiat meaning by decree, that is a government stating this is legal tender, this is valuable, even though there's no actual commodity backing it up. Okay, so here's our visual example of this. So what I hold right here is $1.40, okay? Pocket change, okay? Now, the $1.40 that I hold in my hand right here was minted pre-1965, which means these coins are 90% silver, okay? So this is when money was actually money. Gold and silver, 5,000 years, that's the only thing that's ever been money. So money actually used to be in our money. Now in this bag, just to show you, I have two bags here. In this bag, these coins were minted sometime since 1965, and they're made of base metals worth Absolutely nothing, or relatively close to nothing. Okay? So, back in 1970, the silver in these coins would buy 4 gallons of gas, just with a little pocket change. How much do you think the amount of silver in these coins are currently worth in today's dollars? If you wanted to buy that silver today, that silver would cost you $30. You would have to spend $30 in order to get what was pocket change 52 years ago to equal the same value. And that is one of the biggest reasons why asset classes like precious metals and cryptocurrencies are so important, because sound money is the real thing. Fiat currency is the shadow of money. So some food for thought in terms of how our economic system functions. And if you would like some more information on the transition of our current financial system into the digital world, which we are very well on our way into as of now, check in the description of this video to find out how to reach out to me for a guide on the biggest transfer of wealth in human history as we move from this fiat currency system into a digital economy. There are several things you might want to consider doing well in advance of this full transition that's about to take place. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care.